Well, as mentioned, Canada is part of the world response to the typhoon. The CBC's Cameron McIntosh has those details for us tonight. And here's Cameron now with that story.
As the scale of this disaster grows, Peter, so does Canada's response.
It's not clear exactly what they'll do yet. About 40 members of the Canadian Forces Disaster Assistance Response Team, the DART, are on their way to the Philippines.
There's people who need our help, and we're going to do all we can to provide assistance.
Rather than wait for a request for help, the Foreign Affairs Minister says a small team of engineers and medical personnel have already left to figure out exactly what Canada can do.
Obviously, due to the scale and the scope, we'll be working with our Filipino counterparts to determine what else is required, how many additional resources. Obviously, we'll do all we can.
Given the sheer numbers of people and the wide swath of destruction, as global aid starts to pour in, the government, along with established charities, are trying to focus their efforts on where they'd be the most effective. Global Medic is one Canadian aid group already on the ground.
The next 72 hours, absolutely. Keep people healthy with clean water, then get them food access and work on their shelter issues as well.
Of course, that takes money. For the next month, the federal government is matching all donations to registered charities.
Pam speaking.
The Canadian Red Cross has raised $1.2 million so far.
The best way to help at this point is cash donations. We do ask for donations because that is the easiest way for us to procure goods and services locally.
Don't forget to pray for the Philippines.
Canada's ties to the Philippines run deep. There are about 500,000 Filipino Canadians. On community radio in Winnipeg, constant updates and appeals. The dollars are starting to roll in, as many fear this will be a long struggle.
In the Philippines? Oh, I'm not really sure. Years? 5, 10 years, maybe more?
Right now, the focus is on stabilizing the situation. The government is asking Canadians to help.
We're optimistic that Canadians will heed our call on financial supports.
Now, in the meantime, that military team will be arriving tomorrow. And Peter, at this point, the government says it should take a few days for it to determine exactly what the extent of Canada's involvement should be.
All right, Cameron. Thank you. Cameron's in Winnipeg tonight.